So we're going to look at the specific purpose statement today. We're going to begin with your general purpose. The general purpose is assigned for you this semester. It's either to inform or to persuade. So a general purpose is a big, broad goal: to inform, to persuade, to eulogize. But the specific purpose is the goal of your speech, where you're trying to get your audience. Always focus on your audience. Remember, the speech is for them, not for you. So you always, in the entire process, ask yourself, will this make sense to them? Can I make this interesting to them? Will they understand this? Will they be able to do what I want them to do at the conclusion of my speech? Okay, so writing the specific purpose statement is audience focused. So it always starts with words such as, at the end of my speech, my audience will. At the end of my presentation, my audience will. To inform my audience about. So the words my audience are in a specific purpose statement. Keeps you on focus. They will not be in your central idea, or what we also call a thesis. So what is the goal? Look at this example. At the end of my presentation, my audience will be able to determine the age of a horse by looking at its teeth. Well, in a 4:30 to 5-minute speech, will your audience really be able to do that? Will they be able to run out into a meadow somewhere and look at that horse and tell its age by its teeth? Well, probably not. But they would understand the process. So better goal is, at the end of my presentation, my audience will understand the process of determining a horse's age by looking at its teeth. That way, you're focused on what you're doing. You're only trying to get us to understand the process you might use to do this. You're not actually trying to teach us to do this. Makes it a little easier for you. It's a completely different goal. So focus on what your goal is. It will help you select supporting material, as well as, how you organize and put your speech together. Here's another example. At the end of my presentation, my audience will be able to recognize 2 different types of hydrangea plants. Well, to determine if this is correct, ask yourself a couple of questions. Is this really what you want your audience to do? Know, understand? Okay. And will your audience actually be able to do, know, understand, draw a conclusion from the amount of information you can present in your time limit? In this case, yes, it is obtainable in a 4.5 to 5-minute speech. You can tell that, for one thing, just by looking at the pictures. The plants look very different.